UAE embodies wealth and luxury. But what does wealth really mean? And how can it be used to make a positive impact? Samar's journey started when he realized that wealth is not just about money or material positions. It's about the impact that we can create in the world around us.
I think life is about experience. And wealth is, how you measure it. Some people have $1 billion and they still think they don't have enough. And there's a guy who earns 50 dirhams a day and he thinks it's good enough, So it's all measuring devices to it.
I'm traveling around the Emirates to see how people are redefining what it means to have a truly wealthy life.
If you're living this time, this space, what are you gaining? Experience, love, empathy, whatever you want to share, create, whatever it is. And I think for me, it's really about experiences. And that is where art comes in, because art is something which is, as you know, it's a non-judgmental space where you can do anything.
I'm about to meet Samar Joda, who has redefined wealth in a way that has enabled him to make a difference in the lives of others. Samar's story is a reminder that wealth is not just about what we have, but what we do with it. I'm Moein Al Bastaki, and I'm out and about in search of people with unique perspectives on wealth. For years, Samar was a successful commercial photographer, capturing images that were seen by millions around the world. But something was missing. Samar Joda started his career as a commercial photographer, working for well-known brands. In 2003, he conceptualized the documentation of the making of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest tower in the world. He soon realized that his passion lay in using his art to bring attention to the voices and issues of the underprivileged. Samar's projects are not just about creating art. They are about giving children a sense of hope and possibility. That is why he brought the Red Balloon project to life.
Hi,
Mr.
how are
Samar.
you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks for inviting me over.
Please come.
Thank you. Mrs. Samar, thank you for inviting me over to this lovely place. We would want to elaborate on different aspects and different parts of your life. I would want to start with how did you start your journey in the path that you have, the artistic path that you are pursuing?
I basically started when I moved from the US to India as a advertising, fashion, automobile photographer. And after about 5-7 years, I kind of got bored with that. So I decided to do publishing. So I did a bunch of books. And then I got bored with that, and then I moved to Dubai. I think as a creative person, you're always struggling to find your voice. And commercial space doesn't offer you that. So I think that's probably the reason I got more into the art space.
You did start with workshops called the Express Aspire.
That's right.
Could you shed some light on that, please?
Express Aspire is basically photography workshops, which I have been working for all these years. I have this box of 50 cameras and working in conflict areas. Not the conventional way how one would look at conflict, but this is about children caught in the conflict. The process is not about making you into a photographer. The process is really about self-expression, it's about confidence, it's about empowerment, it's about being in a non-judgmental space and having fun.
That led for you to come up with a concept of Red Balloon. Now, I'd like to know some more about Red Balloon, and why did you call it Red Balloon?
I used to work with a lot of girls actually. The red was about puberty, it's about, becoming an adult, and that's the space and the age where a lot of girls unfortunately struggle, especially the underprivileged. Balloon basically stands for defiance. It's about anti-gravity, it's anti-everything. You just let go. And children are about that. They are not about fear, they are not about judgmental space. So basically, Red Balloon evolved from Express Aspire. So I thought, let's create this platform of Red Balloon where let's bring in mentorship program. And how do you work with that? You bring in visual arts and performance arts. So you bring those as a tool. Now, what are they doing? They are basically picking up the issues which they very strongly feel about. But finally, what really impacts is children, because children can impact children a lot more because you relate to them, right? So that's really the DNA of what I would say what Red Balloon is. We're gonna go to this place called Manzil. We're gonna do a photography workshop. So let's get going there.
Excited.
Yeah?
Yes, let's do
Great.
it, please. Yes.
Brilliant.
Samar's wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the intangible treasures he has gathered through his life's work. It is the wealth of empathy he shows for the underprivileged, the wealth of wisdom he has gained from his experiences, the wealth of creativity he brings to his art, and the wealth of purpose he has found in giving a voice to those who are often unheard.
So everybody has to have one phone. Why we are out here? Because this is like the most beautiful landscape you can have in the city, right? Today we're gonna do some pictures. So let's just walk there.
What is the intention of the whole thing?
This is how I do the workshops. You let them go and photograph whatever they want to photograph. And when they come back, then you basically kind of analyze it with them. This is really a tool for self-expression. This is how I see it. This is my vision, and this is my individuality. This is my form of self-expression. You're talking about what you feel inside, right?
Now, I know at some point in your life you decided, I want to just go and help people.
I think what the largest shift was, working as a creative, as an artist, it evolved out of my larger interest. I was very fortunate. I grew up on 3 continents as a kid. All that exposure really helped me in terms of seeing so much more. We have many antennas, but it's just we decide what antenna to use and what not to use. I was fortunate to use more than whatever was in my head. And I think that kind of changed even the work, the interest. You all went and stood in the same spot, but each of you did a different frame. See, this is what you managed to do. Beautiful, isn't it? Stand here, you stand behind, you can also stand there. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do a better photograph, whichever way you wanna shoot it.
I want that.
See, his hand is getting cut, so you need to slightly move here or step back. Now, same thing I'm gonna do also, and I'll show you what the difference can be, right? Sit down, get up, go sideways. Don't do this. This is what we see all the time.
All right. I can give that
No
a try.
laziness.
Let's go.
All
Yeah,
right,
okay.
let's go.
Thank you very much first for the lovely field experience today. It was a little hot, but then the experience made it really nice and warm from inside.
That's right. Yeah.
The kids were so observant and implemented everything very fast. And I would say I learned maybe more than them
Right.
with the skill set, although there were only few tips that you gave, but it was brilliant, and I want to thank you for that. Right now, there are lots of artists, young artists, that would want to maybe, hopefully achieve even part of what you've done throughout your journey. What would be your advice to them?
So, it doesn't really mean that you have to put all your funds into some madness you have. These are all baby steps. That's how you do it. Art is a beautiful, soft platform. I think it's something which one should be using in amplifying what you feel.
Mrs. Samar, thank you very much for your lovely time with us. I learned a lot myself. Any last words you would want to tell the audience that are watching us right now?
Yeah, I would say, don't lose your passion, because there are a lot of things you will have which will disappear because there are no guarantees for that. But passion is like a secret sauce you have of your own.
So, thank you very
Excellent.
much.
Thanks again. Thank you.
We explore Samar's journey from being a commercial photographer to a renowned and committed social artist, and how his work provides a voice to those who are often disadvantaged.
All right, did you guys have a good time?
Through his project, like Red Balloon and other initiatives, Samar has redefined wealth as the ability to give back and make a difference. His art is not just a form of creative expression, it's a tool for social change. Art creation requires planning, dedication, and preparation to succeed. And our financial growth and security allow us to redefine what a rich life really means to us. And Citigold knows that every individual has different goals and needs.